What's going down, cultivators? Is Steven dropping in with another artist before they make it big? You mind telling me about yourself?
Hey, yeah, my name is Spittamane stuff. I come from what they call the Ratchet City, Shreveport, Louisiana. 27, been rapping for a number of years. I love music. Keep it simple.
I like that. So tell me, what is the story behind you coming up as an artist? What got you started?
Honestly, I can remember. See, when I was in school, I used to be good with words and stuff. So we had this class where we was doing poetry. So I always loved words. I always
love poetry. I write it myself.
Reading, yeah. But yeah, I was doing poetry. I was always good with the rhyming. And then we had an artist from my city who was blowing up. He was doing big things. And we never seen it like that. I was young, so it kind of hit me different. But his name was Hurricane Chris. And we saw him on 106 in Park. And, it was a big deal in my city. Everybody my age was talking about it. The older people was talking about it. And just seeing him on screen and knowing that he was from my city made me want to be an artist. So I evolved from doing poetry and having that same love of words and just merging it with music and just working on that for a number of years to get my craft to what it is now. But I was definitely heavily influenced into getting into music by Hurricane Chris.
Hey, I like that. So have you done any collabs with him or anything like that?
I haven't.
Do you plan to see some?
I plan on getting around to it. Like, I feel like it'll be a full circle moment, but I do give him his flowers and I do tell people that he's one of the artists that got me into music. So, ain't no shame in that, but I would love to collab with him.
That'd be dope. So what are some of the essential values as an artist that you live by now with your music, the way you make it?
I'm sorry, elaborate on that for me.
So, is there anything that you put into your music, authentically, that you want to be represented through it, or the way people can perceive you? Any ethical values you got?
See, my music is kind of it kind of confuses people the way I do my artistry, because every time you hear a song by me, it's always something different. My early tapes, they were not thematic. It was me just putting stuff together because I'm influenced by all genres. But another secret about me is I deal with different personalities and stuff. So I feel like all the different types of music I put out capture the essence of my different personalities. Whether you got me as a lover, me telling my story from how I grew up, or me just experimenting, trying something new. All of those are different aspects of my personality that I'm putting out into the music.
Damn, that's pretty deep. So you'd say it's something that works for you now instead of against you?
Right. It definitely does.
Is that how you separate yourself from everybody else, you'd say?
Yeah, definitely. Because I honestly haven't seen nobody with that type of mindset as far as that. Not to say that people not doing it, but, I feel like it's exclusive to me. But
hey, you got to be one of one somehow, right?
Definitely. It's crazy that you say that because I have 2 songs called One of One, Part 1 and Part 2. So,
see, there you go.
I say that a lot, one of one.
Hey, that's just real shit. That's how I feel about myself.
Right.
So, do you have any experiences where any listeners have came to you and just really been able to, how do I word it? Have they been able to explain to you, man, your music's made me feel such and such way?
I actually have had that. Believe it or not, it actually happened more often when I was first starting off as an artist. I guess it's because I was doing it a lot younger. But yeah, I have had that. And it made me feel good. It made me feel like keep going, because there have been plenty of times I wanted to stop doing music. Plenty of times. Yeah, I got discouraged.
Why?
It's all about the emotion, the traction. Sometimes I didn't believe in myself. And, being an artist, a lot of time when you're starting off, the first people that you have hear your music are your peers. So they have a very biased opinion. So when you hear an opinion coming from somebody else that's not your friend and they telling you something, it's going to hit a little different. You feel like they telling the truth and everybody around you just been boosting your ego.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot as artists.
Hey, but at the same time, the people that you hang out around, they probably know your sound a bit better, so they're a bit more acclimated with it, opposed to someone who's just tuning in for the first time, well, maybe he's doing this wrong, but maybe I can spit some game and help him fine-tune his sound.
Right.
Maybe that's real, though. So have you been able to really, vibe with the local scene in Houston since being out here?
Honestly, since moving out here, I was mainly focusing on getting myself together, making sure I had some income to invest into my music. So networking came a bit slow, but I did speed it up as far as networking and trying to keep the ball rolling because consistency is key in this game.
It is.
Yeah, I've been connecting slowly but surely. I'm definitely finna take it more serious now. Now that I feel like I got my headspace in the right place and I'm in the game, you know.
Yeah, that's important. I support you on that.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
real.
you.
You know, we gonna get close. Don't worry. I like to. From what I heard a little bit about nightlife, the song you made, I actually liked how that sounded.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I rock with it. So that's real. That's real. But so, have there been any challenges along the way? You said you've doubted yourself and stuff, and have you really been able to flip that into a win for yourself?
The key is I use it as fuel now. It all depends on how hard I'm taking it on myself, but it puts me in a different mood. So, like I told you, I'm putting different personalities into my music. I'm also making different music based off my different moods. If I'm angry, I'm finna go into my notes and da-da-da. If I'm sad, I'm finna go into my notes and da-da-da-da. I'm using it all as paint on a canvas.
Yeah. I like that. I like the simile.
Thank
So,
you.
is there any stories you got to tell me where you've really changed somebody else's game through music?
Oh, a lot of people probably wouldn't give it to me, but as far as that front, I did inspire a lot of people. Well, I ain't gonna say a lot, at least a handful of people to do music back home.
So that's a
or
full
at
circle
least
moment for you.
right, or at least find passion for it. I come from a family of on my mom's side. Almost every male on that side of my family wants to be an artist or was doing music, and basically, I come from a family of artists.
So it's deep in the bloodline then.
Yeah, it's deep in the bloodline. I didn't realize how deep it was until I got older, and then they always be like, "Hey, cuz, I've been doing the music thing, trying to get me to come to the studio, see what they've been working on or whatnot." So, it's good to know I'm not the only person in my family that had that musical spark.
That's dope though. You get to do it with family. I mean, I feel like, especially here at CCN, we're a big family. So the fact that we get to do this type of thing together is just, it's wonderful. So I feel like to do it with your actual blood with you, and you guys aren't competing, you guys are collaborating. I think that's a big thing.
Right. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it do get a little competitive when I'm around my big cousins.
Of course,
They
you
trying
want
to
to be
pull
better.
they trying to pull the big cousin card. Like, yeah, you don't know nothing about this. Like, I can school you. I've been doing this before you. The game has changed a lot.
That it has. So you got any future plans we should be looking forward for?
I am about to be working on an EP. I should have it wrapped up by next month or June. Now, it's early in the works. I haven't came up with a name for it. The name I did want to go for was Euphoria, but I'm not settled on it. But it's going to be something different from the rest of my music. Like,
You want it to be more of like a vibe?
Yeah, more targeted towards women. Yeah, because I've learned that men listen to my music, but a lot of girls and a lot of women actually listen to my music. I've been checking my demographics, and I was like,
"Oh, we got a smart man with this."
I normally don't pay attention to the analytics and stuff, but I was like,
"Oh, it's good that you do. It's actually really good you do."
Spotify and YouTube telling me the same thing. Your top demographic is women between the ages of 19 to 20. So,
are you single?
No,
I was gonna say they could get at you that way.
Nah,
that's cool though.
They probably be wishing it, but nah, I do have a girlfriend I've been with for a little over a year.
Congratulations to you guys.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
So you have a team behind you backing you with this music? Or are you doing it pretty independently?
I pretty much do it independently.
Okay.
I'm still navigating my way through the business of it, so I'm not even gonna pretend I got it all together. But yeah, I am navigating my way through the business of it, trying to learn, trying to network, trying to make sure that I'm shaking hands with the right people and making the right business moves. Because as they say, at this point, it's 10% music and 90% business. And it's sad to say, but that is kind of true once you realize there's a lot of politics in music.
Yes.
But that doesn't stop one from wanting to be an artist.
Yeah. But so how has the culture within yourself and the people supporting you been able to fuel your fire?
If we being 100% real, I think I picked up the ball and dropped it a couple of times. I had some momentum. and stopped it. So I may have had some people who believed in me, who said he's taking too long, or he playing around, he not serious about this music. And my goal is to show them that I am serious, that I am passionate about this, and that I'm gonna be around. Like, I want to be somebody that you turn on the radio and you hear it. You hear me, and you're like, okay, my boy finally made it. Yeah, he on the big things. Like, because I done seen artists in my city do it, so that's an inspiration to me.
It's like, hey, if they can do it, why can't you?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So has there been any landmark moments in the journey along the way that have really had you just celebrating yourself?
Honestly, it was, I can't really say nothing too drastic. I did have a moment that caught me off guard when Mo3's manager, Rainwater, told me I was the hardest artist in my city. I was like,
Hey, that's tough, though.
I didn't know I was moving like that.
That's tough, though.
Like, for real. And then I had Webby share one of my songs like 2 years ago. That's doing one of them areas where I feel like I dropped the ball when I had the momentum. But getting that from a legend, from my state, it really made me feel some type of way. Like,
Hey, that's honorable.
I love getting my flowers.
I think every man deserves them too, especially I know somebody who could definitely help with that.
Right.
But so I gotta ask, what's some advice for anybody starting out in this field? You're someone that's taking some inspiration from local artists in your city. How can you give back?
I'm sorry, ask that again.
How can you give back to artists coming up? Any advice for them?
I really can't give no set advice right now because I'm an artist who's still trying to come up. You know, I'm an artist who's still trying to get there. And until I get there, I feel like I'm not in the position to tell you what you should or shouldn't do, because you might do something that works for you that didn't work for me, or you might take a different route to get there. But I'll definitely have more to say, more advice to give when I get to where I'm trying to be. But only thing I can say is stay focused, stay consistent, keep grinding. It's not going to happen overnight, but you're going to get there if you put the time in. And, you know, try to teach yourself what they don't teach you so that you won't be in the blind. Like, don't be scared to network with somebody in the room, you know, things of that nature.
Hell yeah, I like that. So what's the big dream vision for you? Where are you trying to go?
I want to go all the way. I want to be on the billboards. I want to be on the charts, you know, like I want to be a name that's forever tied to Louisiana. I want to be one of those alumni that made it and was able to change pretty much the whole culture in their state with music. That's my legacy. Music is my legacy.
I like that. That's real. So you do know, though, you know, usually people who leave a legacy don't stay around to see it. Are you prepared for that if that happens?
I'm prepared for that. I'm prepared because that's what I want. I'm scared to, one of my fears is dying and being forgotten. I don't ever want to be forgotten. I want to live on through my music because that's my form of immortality.
I like that. So where can everybody at home get in touch with you? They can find your music and just get in touch with you personally.
My Instagram, definitely my Instagram. That's my main platform for right now. My original one got taken, but my Instagram handle is one Spittamane. That's the number 1, Spittamane. That's my Instagram. I do check my DMs. So, you know, I'm not hard to reach.
Hey, get at him.
In case somebody want to collab or somebody has any questions, you know, anything, that's how you can reach me.
And where can they find you on platforms?
I'm on pretty much all streaming platforms: Tidal, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Music. I'm on all of them. Amazon, all of them.
Damn. So, cultivators, it's been great cutting it up with the Spittamane Steph. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today, and we're going to catch you in the next one. Peace.